everybody, it's Saturday video 46. I'm telling you, getting ready for this one, Paul and I are ready to kill each other, won't we?
How to take a day and turn it into sawdust.
Well, you were
Megan
paying
does
too.
that so well.
Anyway,
So well.
it's quite comical because sometimes by the time I get ready to do this Saturday video, I'm like, had so many discussions.
What video are you up to?
Well, you didn't know either.
I did. Ask
So what number was it?
Alex, was I correct or not?
Yeah, you were.
Thank you.
Max's girlfriend there looked it up for us. So instead of squabbling unnecessarily, we're going to do our Saturday video, aren't we? Which is about photographs. I wanted to talk about photographs and videos and stuff and different experiences I've had this week. I've had, I don't know, 2 or 3 really opposing situations. So my first story is, when we were in Port Douglas, there was a couple near us getting their dinner.
Ice creams for the kids, weren't they? And the kids were sitting on the chair out the front of the ice cream store near the surf shop.
We were at Salsa at a restaurant, sitting at a table, and there was a couple there, and he was taking a picture of his girlfriend, and I said, let me take a picture of the 2 of you.
That's a different one. The other one with the 4 kids on the chair.
It's going to be that kind of video, isn't it? Paul will tell you the ice cream story, which I can't remember at all, in a minute.
Okay.
So anyway, so I went up and I took a picture of this couple, and they were really pleased because they hadn't had any pictures of themselves on the holiday.
They were having an affair, I think. They were frightened Megan was going to spring them.
No, they were really happy.
Plaster
Anyway,
it all
so
over
that was
Facebook.
that was nice. But then the couple behind us, when they saw that I'd done that, a family behind us, there was a mum and some kids, you know, well, not my age, Zoe's age. She was probably 20-something, wasn't she? And the mum and the boyfriend. Anyway, so as soon as I sat down, then they said, oh, will you do one for us? So I jumped up again, which was, you know, fine, because I always do that for people in restaurants. If they're sitting there and I think, you know, they're just getting the picture without themselves being in it, quite often I offer, don't I?
It's true, we never get to eat because you take photographs of everyone in the restaurant.
I do it all the time. And then I get fussy because I know sometimes waiters don't frame it properly, so I know that I'm going to do a better shot for someone if I take
one
it
on the
myself.
ceiling or one on the floor.
Yeah, so I always make sure I do it. Anyway, so we did that and we were all sitting happily, right? So finished dinner. As they were leaving, I noticed that the mum in that photo was in a wheelchair, and I hadn't noticed that. You had noticed, hadn't you? But I hadn't noticed. And then they left quite quickly. And then the mum who was in the wheelchair, her mother was also there, and she raced back and said to me...
There was 3 generations there, just to make it clear.
And she said to me, look, I'm really sorry we left so abruptly. You know, you took the photo and we didn't want to, you know, didn't want to say goodbye, but my daughter's really sick and she's, you know, this is her last trip.
She was ready to
And I took one of their last family photos, I think, and it just makes you think how important photos are, and I didn't realise what an important photo that was going to be.
So on the way home, we're walking past the ice cream store, and there's 4 little kids sitting on the seat, and Mum and Dad are there, and the 4 little kids are about 5 or 6, and they're very cute. And Megan goes, "Take a photo of that. Take a photo of that. Otherwise, you will never remember that. Take a photo of that." So as we walk past another 20 metres, we look back, and they were taking a photo of that.
Exactly.
So you didn't even remember that one, did you?
I didn't, but that's because I do that sort of thing so often. I had forgotten that. So will you tell them your story now, smart ass?
What's my story?
Well, your story was when you were in the car park last night.
When I went to go and park the car.
Came back and said I did a Megan.
There was girls Zoe's age all dressed up, and I was trying to back into the park, and they looked at me and I said, "Don't worry, you know girls." And so I parked, and then they were all ready, and I said, "Would you like a photo?" And they said, "Yes, please." So I took a photo of all of them together, doing what you do.
Yeah, and they loved it, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, and didn't you feel good doing it too?
I felt like Jack the Ripper to start with.
The teenage girls and stuff, you're like, I'm okay. Yeah. But
Friday night was the doozy.
what was that? Oh, okay, so here's the opposing story.
I married her because she's
Max and Alex don't even know this story. So Alex is watching. Max's girlfriend usually watches our Saturday video. She's watching it live.
She's
it's
live.
like having an audience.
Yeah.
She can cheer occasionally. Anyway, so what happened? This was one of my worst experiences ever, I think. It's pretty tame when you'll hear it and you go, oh God, if that's one of her worst experiences, it's nothing. We went out with my friends Ashley and Stu for dinner, and we hadn't seen them for a while. And there was this other, to my left, there was 2 young girls, probably mid to late 20s, do you think?
Oh no, they were about 40 or 50.
You're very funny. We're getting there. Now, how old do you reckon they were? Young 20s, good-looking kind of girls.
Their age was irrelevant. They were nasty.
They weren't good looking by the end of it, let me tell you, but they were very good looking girls, and they had a guy there, and he was taking a couple of pictures, and I did the bunny ears behind, not my face or anything, I was just doing like this. right? And he was laughing. He's going, yeah, but they didn't know. So I did that for maybe 1 or 2 of their pictures, and he took about, I don't know, 12. So
these girls were like a couple of rattlesnakes.
So I thought that was really funny. Because how many times I've taken photos and we've had actual people jumped into our group shots, I think it's quite funny.
Yeah, we've been away sometimes and we 3 or 4 of us standing there, people walking past and they jump into the photo while we take a shot and we just laugh.
And that's just part of the fun.
Yeah.
Like, if you need another photo, if you don't want those people that were in there, you just take another one, don't you? You don't have to get all whipped up and go, oh my God, you ruined our photo. Which is what these girls did. They turned around and she goes, how dare you get in our photo? And she really yelled at me, like she really got stuck into me to that embarrassing point.
And then she said,
oh, you don't have to say everything. I don't think we need to go into all the details.
All right, we won't. I've been sworn to secrecy.
Anyway, she was just vile. Let's just say she was vile. And
with a capital V.
Yeah. And so I said, you know what? You're so right. I said, I shouldn't have done that. I'm really sorry that I ruined your photo. And she kind of didn't know what to say.
No, she kept going.
But she did.
Exactly. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. And so I went to, and so I put my hand on the girlfriend and I said, you know what? I am really sorry. You know, I shouldn't have done that. She goes, get your hands off my girlfriend. How dare you touch her? Stop touching her, didn't she? It was the weirdest experience. So you've got to think, what is their story? Don't you think?
Might have had a few drugs.
Far out. I reckon
a bit much. Or...
Yeah. And then the one of them who told me off told me that I'd ruined her family photograph and she was there with her husband. Well, there were no rings, and when she went to the bathroom, they weren't married. Because I sort of went up there.
And Megan said to the pseudo husband,
here's what I said.
If you're going down that track, I suggest you don't.
No, as we left, I went up and apologised to him because they only attacked me when he went to the bathrooms. They wouldn't have done that in front of him, I don't think.
No, they were attacking you. Yeah, he was sitting there.
Yeah, but I don't think they would have initiated it at first. Anyway, so I went up and I said, look, I'm really sorry if I've caused you any drama, because I was just speaking to him rather than those weird, nasty girls. And he's like, oh, it's fine, don't even worry. And then they started at me again, or one of them did. The other one had gone out for a cigarette whilst trying to tell me she was an Olympian. Anyway, so I said to him, look, I said, the other girl told me you're married. I said, clearly you're not. And I said, and if you're possibly thinking of going down that path, I don't know that I would. I couldn't help it. That's about as nasty as I get, but I seriously could not help it. I really couldn't. Anyway, that was so hideous. Ashley, my girlfriend, was in shock. Yes, I have got. So they're my two, like, you know what? What did I learn from that? I learned that I probably won't do bunny ears to people that I think will be okay with it again.
Can't see that.
It did give me a shock. You know when you get in trouble for something that you haven't meant for, like my intention, it's all about intention. My intention was that they would think that was really fun because they looked like they were young and fun and out there having a bit of fun. I got such a shock.
Any questions?
But you know what? As time goes by, I have come to learn that it's their issue. It's other people's issues when they do crap like that.
Yeah, don't worry about them.
So they're my two stories that made me want to talk about photography this week. It was weird, wasn't it?
So what are the questions?
Just admit that it was weird.
Oh, very.
Okay, happy now. Susie Smith said, don't you love the era that we're in? I love to look back at the year that was in photos and video. Yeah, I do too. And I love that we've got this on Facebook because now with the timeline, it makes it all organised and we don't have to go back and do, you know, mountains of photo albums.
Well, it's effectively your diary that you've kept
It
since
pretty much is
1990,
now.
yeah.
It really is my photo journal and I put everything really on the Jewelchic page as opposed to my other one.
Except all the nude ones.
Yeah, all the nude ones go on my very private Facebook page. All of them. There's a lot of them. And those naked videos that we do, absolutely. Yes.
I just thought I'd throw that in for our live contestants.
Karen will like that one. Karen, you'll love this video because, you know, you'll be able to feel that frisson between Paul and I today, you know, like, especially at the beginning.
Yeah. Any questions?
Claire said...
I better go and pick up my mum and dad.
I got Claire motivated to run again this week.
They'll be sitting with their bag at the front door.
We're having takeaway Chinese with
They'll
Paul's
be
mum
there,
and
I'm
dad.
telling you, they'll be there.
Claire, who was on the... I ran this week again. I can run again, everyone, so I'm back doing my mile. Claire wrote on her Facebook page this week, oh my God, I love Carl's chocolate mousse. I can't stop eating it, right? And she's trying to lose some pounds. So I wrote back to her and I go, Claire, how's that mile going? So that's it. She started back on again. You know, sometimes when someone just nudges you to do it again.
They do stray from the mile, don't they?
I want some of you out there to do it with me next year, and it can be a mile of anything, it can be a mile of walking. You have got until January 1st to commit to this.
You should crank it up to 5 miles. Because that'd
No,
be 8Ks,
because-
and then you're starting
no.
to get some really serious work.
No, because like
you know
they
what?
can't even commit to 1
1
mile, as if
mile-
I'm going to get
1
them to do 8.
1 mile, you
I wouldn't want to do
wouldn't,
8.
You wouldn't burn a banana if you're
It's
eating
about
a banana.
100 calories.
Well, that's not. You wouldn't burn a banana.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm happy if those guys out there will do 1 mile. Seriously, they're not going to commit to 8. I haven't even got them to do 1.
Quickly, my mum and dad will have their bags packed.
Look, what are all those people going to say when you're going past their questions? Isn't he annoying today, everyone? Do you feel annoying? You're kind of in like one of those sort of moods like this, you know, are you or
No,
not?
we'll just keep moving.
All right. Anyway, Claire's question, seeing as I just told Claire's whole story, she loves that using Facebook, she's got an online journal. Exactly. And then she said, she's wondering if people are still doing journals. Are people still journaling out there, or do they do electronic journals? I don't know.
I went to the footy yesterday, and when we went to the toilets at half time, there was a big long line.
Yeah.
Took a while to get in. And when I got in, I said...
At a man's toilet, that's a rare thing.
Yeah, I said, keep the flow happening, boys. And they all started laughing, and I said, those with crook prostates use the next door toilet. Everyone was cacking.
Did they laugh?
Yeah.
They probably all had a beer. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm checking the camera's still going, aren't I?
Oh, that's
but
good.
you know, some guys I reckon drink 30 beers and it takes them about 2 hours to empty.
Yeah, Paul thought it was hilarious because he went to the footy yesterday and some men just go completely crazy drinking all the beers, don't they?
Yeah, well,
they get turned on and off.
They're for free.
They're free.
Yes.
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
Yes. Hey everyone, I'm going up to the opening night of Legally Blonde this week. I'm very excited. So Lucy Durack, who was Glinda in Australia's Wicked, is the lead. She's Elle Woods. And Millsy, who was Fiyero, is Warner. And David Harris, who was Lucy's other Fiyero, is, what's he? He's the...
Have you got any questions?
Yeah, just...
I've got to go.
All right.
Mum and Dad
Okay,
will be sitting on
Kelvin.
the front door.
Our gorgeous Kelvin in Texas. We love Kelvin.
Rock and roll.
Kelvin told me this week that he changed his... what's it called when the people talk to you in the car? The GPS?
Yeah.
You know when they go, please turn right.
Yeah, GPS voice.
So he's got an Australian one now. He said it reminds him of us. I love that. I thought that was so cute, Kelvin. Yes. I wonder whose voice it is. I wonder if it's like Olivia Newton-John or something. Is it someone famous?
Digitally remastered. From
Megan,
Japan.
have you ever wondered how many photos in total you've taken? Jeepers.
Oh.
I can't even imagine. It'd be, I don't know. What do you think? It'd be over 100,000.
I'll do a calculation.
You do a calculation while I read the
question.
questions. He's good with a bit of a calculator, aren't you? He's good with, working out interest rates and things like that. I made him do it today. I asked him, how much if someone was paying rent of this, how much...
What's the next question?
Okay, Kelvin said, how do you know when a moment is worth capturing? Well, you just capture everything and then you get a few moments in there. Do you know, like, if you go to a wedding or like an opening night or whatever, really and truly, there's only a handful
I reckon
of winning shots.
117,000.
Really?
Do it.
You only get a handful of really great photos, don't you? Even with a professional photographer, like, at our wedding, we had some great shots, but there's like a few, there's some killer... Oh, Jimmy, Jimmy's
Have you seen my wedding album, actually?
It's on Facebook, everybody.
My wedding album's fantastic.
It's electronic
It's
now.
still in a cardboard shoebox.
It is not, no.
Next to my pasta bowls.
I put it on Facebook. Look, if you want one on the thing, you do it. You get the glue out and do it.
No, that's your job.
No.
You like crayons and sticky tape.
I think that's discriminatory.
That's not. That's just what you love. Fimo.
I love
beads.
it online now. Yes.
So what's the next question? I'm not going to win here today.
You're not. Rosemary said to her photos and videos are like
Rosemary
songs.
T?
Yeah. Certain foods that take you back to a time and
Aromas.
you relive the experience.
Aromas.
Sometimes they're a little sad, but memories are worth having.
Yeah. Songs, smells,
Can
tastes.
I tell my song story for the week? Can I tell that story that happened in the car?
Here
Can
we
I?
go.
Do
Here we
you
go.
want to tell a story then?
Live with Megan
Do
Rebelbird.
you want to tell it?
No,
Or don't you
can.
like the story?
No, you can say it.
Okay, so when Paul and I split up when I was like 21, and he went...
I had to put Megan out to pasture because she wasn't towing the line.
Yeah,
so
and I really
had
thought it
to
was over.
toughen her
I
up.
thought it was over.
I have to refer
We
you
broke
to,
up for like 6 months, so
to,
it was over.
to the book of Job.
And I used to teach aerobics at 6 in the
The
morning.
Lord giveth, the Lord taketh. Blessed is the name of the Lord.
So at 6:30 in the morning, I used to teach aerobics, right? So I'd get through the class, and then I'd have like some tragic cool down song. And I remember lying on the platform crying in the cool down. It's so tragic. And one of them was that Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You. But now there's this new Smooth FM radio station in the car, and it plays like all these songs from your heyday of romantic songs.
So what was the song?
It was Miami Sound Machine, Anything for You. So go and listen to the words. I'm telling you, you know what was really weird? The point of this story is that when it came
We're driving
on,
down Toorak Road, and the bloody song came on. And Megan starts bawling her eyes out. And it looks like we've had a big Barney in the car, and we're driving past all the shopkeepers.
I wasn't hysterically crying. I just felt sad. It made me feel sad.
Knock it off. Like Megan's like this, you know. Like.
Oh, was I not sad? And now I'm going to break Max's, because Max is over there laughing. And I said I feel like Max is when Max was little, you know, like a little kid.
No one gets away from Grapplebird with the videos.
When he was about 3 years old, he could hear certain songs and it would really upset him. And if you put a certain song on, you could do it, and maybe you got that from me, because when I don't start singing it, he might still feel it. I would have thought 30 years down the track I'd feel that way.
What is the next question?
And I'm with you.
What is the next question?
Anyway, it was crazy, and I was talking to my girlfriend Tracy about it, how, you know, it is interesting how songs and photos can bring back memories. Good and bad, but you know, it's nice, isn't it? I think it's nice. And we've got all our photos from our school night the other night. We caught up with all these guys.
One.
Oh.
Quickly. I might have to leave you in a minute.
No, you are not. In spite of
Jewelchic can finish it. Maybe get a cameo appearance.
She likes our videos. She might not like this one this week.
Rosemary.
She said we've inspired people to do the same things, to take videos and take photos.
I enjoyed chatting to Rosemary.
Yeah, he did, Rosemary. He told me that. He said you were very nice. He said you were very interesting.
Yeah.
And I've even driven past where you live.
I've already shown Megan.
Yes,
I've pointed it out.
Yes.
I'm a real estate agent, remember?
Yes, I know where you live. Joe, they're laughing over there. If you're not careful, you two will be in the video. I'll make sure they are before the end of it. We'll get Max and Alex in. Okay, Jodie said she loves her photos and she's got lots of photo frames. Now, isn't that interesting? Not many people print out photos these days, do they? Because I used to design stationery and photo albums, and that all came to a crashing halt because people weren't buying photo albums anymore.
So I'm going to love you and leave you because I've got to go and get my mum and dad. Yeah.
But let me just check there's not a question that says, you know, what does Paul think? Have you got anything to say to our lovely friends?
No, but Rosemary's on the right track. It is. It's songs and perfumes and aromas. Spring.
Perfumes and smells.
You know, like if someone
weird?
walks into the room,
a smell that you
and it might have
realised.
been like it could have been grandma or your mother or an old girlfriend or someone that walk into the room and you smell
and you
perfume.
go, oh my god.
You know, other smells like, you know, when you smell a barbecue and it's like, you know.
Yeah. It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Leah said she asked this question the other day to her Facebook friends, and she was talking about yearbooks in the States. We don't have yearbooks as much as this.
Max will prattle on for another couple of hours, so enjoy listening to her.
Max or Alex, come and sit in the chair.
Cameo performance, quickly now.
Come on, Maxie.
And
Max is coming to join me, everybody. You'll like this because you haven't seen Max, really.
Hey, Alex, what you've got to do is watch that this light's on.
Maxie's coming. So Leah's question is,
and then that red light
Paul's
stops.
explaining what to do. Come on, Max, jog. Quickly, Max, jog here. Alex, you come and sit here. Quickly. Alex is coming. Max will be in it later. He'll come and say goodbye. Don't fall on the cord. Yes. Okay. Everybody, this is Alex. This is Maxie's girlfriend of over a year now. Yeah. Yes. She watches the Saturday videos. So, did you have a yearbook for your school?
Yeah, they did a yearbook every year, and then the Year 12s got to do a quote.
Really?
One wasn't allowed.
I don't know if you're in shot there. Come closer. Yes, that's better. So yours wasn't allowed?
No, mine was saying if you don't do hard work, it's okay, sort of thing. So they wouldn't let mine in.
I wouldn't have let it in either.
It was some smart ass comment like that.
So what did you put in? I hope you put something far more motivating than that in after that.
Oh, what was it?
I'm pleased those teachers didn't let her put that in because you know what? That creates an impression. If I'd have read that, I would have said, Max, I don't know that you can go out with this girl.
No, it was I don't look back, darling. It distracts from the now.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
You get a lot from Disney movies.
Yeah, see? But what Leah's saying is in America they have like these really fantastic yearbooks and there's a photograph of everyone. You get like these senior pictures taken with all your makeup. Did you have a picture? Was there individual pictures or were they those awful school pictures?
It was all our school pictures.
Yeah. Because in Australia, what happens is a photographer comes in for the day and they click, 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 and they're always unattractive shots. Well, usually, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, mine was
Very
pretty bad.
rarely does anyone get a good one.
Yeah.
So they're the pictures. But we didn't have a yearbook. I mean, I did when I was an exchange student to the States, and it's great. But what Leah's saying is, do I think yearbooks and school pictures are relevant anymore? Yeah, I do. Don't
Yeah,
you?
I still look back on my school pictures every now and again. Like I pulled out that yearbook the other day.
Yeah, and some people do not take pictures.
Yeah, and I
You
found
know,
my
just 'cause
parents'
I
yearbooks and stuff like that. And
So
tore
were
them
their
apart.
pictures really?
Yeah, I laughed at them.
So were they like? Did they have individual pictures and everything?
No.
Yeah,
it
because
was,
mine didn't either. I was the editress of our school magazine. Everybody, it's my claim to fame. Leah says she usually doesn't like the pictures. I agree with you. But in America, at least they all can wear makeup to school and you look sort of half smart.
Yeah, we had a no makeup, full
So
uniform, hair up rule.
Very attractive. Mine look terrible too. Do you think parents should still get them? Will our children treasure the yearbooks? I reckon they will. But you know what? They'll also look back on Facebook and those kids should also be very wary of what they're putting on Facebook, which I've talked about before.
Yeah, definitely.
It's true. You know what? Here's a story. My physio, here's a story about photographs on Facebook for the teenagers out there. My physio, I was chatting to him the other day. I really like him. He's so fabulous. I'm sort of sad because we broke up this week. He said I didn't need to see him anymore. I was like, oh, what? He gives like the best foot massages in the world. And anyway, he said that a girl came to him for a job interview and when he looked at her resume, she had whiteout on her resume and he thought, oh, that's interesting. Wouldn't you just reprint it? Like you're trying to make a good impression here. So he thought, you know what? I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. And then he thought he'd check her Facebook out. So he goes to the Facebook, there straight up, all these pictures of just bagging and drinking and looking like half crazy. That's the impression.
Yeah. Your Facebook page is a brand and people
Exactly.
forget that. And it's on there forever.
Yes.
You can hide your yearbook. You can't hide your Facebook page.
Exactly. And especially like your profile shot. You don't want to be there with a cigarette or a drink.
Yeah, like
Seriously, unless it's a classy glass of champagne on a birthday or something lovely like that.
Yeah.
Or a
Apparently
margarita
for
on
every-
taco night.
for every hour or something that your photo is online, it gets copied 10 times.
Oh, that's frightening.
Yeah, so even if you delete it a week later, it's still there.
I wonder if
People
all those
will
people
find
doing Snapchat. Do you know what Snapchat
Yeah.
is?
Yeah, that's fun.
Do you and Max Snapchat? I don't want to know, don't tell me.
We don't.
Snapchat, everybody out there, for the oldies who won't know this, Snapchat is this new app on the phone, right? So people can take naughty pictures of themselves and send it to someone and it will only stay on there for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And then it deletes. So they can't, well, apparently even if they do a quick screen save, you get a message back saying, hey, hang on, that person screen saved it. But generally, if you just put it on for 2 seconds, they won't have time.
Yeah. I mean, most kids use it for sending really bad selfies.
Yeah.
Really disgusting photos of
Yeah.
themselves. So
Yes, which is
not
good.
so much nude photos.
I know,
hopefully.
but you know, when you hear Snapchat, to me, anyway, I sort of think that if people are going to do those nude shots and send them to each other, that this is possibly the best way they can do it because no one keeps them.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to break up, like, you know, you don't want to send a picture and you think you're in a relationship and it's all okay. And then, you know, 6 months down the track, everyone hates each other and they're showing all those nude pictures around.
Yeah, exactly.
That would not be a good thing, would it?
No, definitely not.
So there's Snapchat. Have I educated some of you out there? Snapchat. That's funny. But I love photo apps on the phone.
They're fun.
Oh my God. On my Facebook page, I just go crazy with them.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I love them. And I've joined Instagram now too, just sort of in the last couple of weeks. I've got a bit into that. Are you on Instagram? Okay, everybody. So we just discovered Max had not turned off the thing. What time is it? We better
It is
time
6:15.
ourselves. Okay. So anyway, I just said to Alex, do you Instagram? And you said,
I don't take pictures of food.
to which I said, well, don't go to my page because I do take pictures of food. But as I said, I only take pictures if I've had good experiences at a restaurant. If the food's good, the waiter's good, everything's great, then I take pictures. Because I had a funny experience today where I put some pictures up and someone said that they had not had good experience at this particular place. And I always have. And my page is a place where I like people to feel it's that if I take a picture at their place and I put it up, it means I liked it, and there won't be any negative stuff around it. So I don't like to have, I understood what they were saying and that was their experience. I'm not saying that didn't happen, but I just don't want it on the page.
Yeah.
I don't want that energy on my page.
Yeah. They can say it on their Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. Or preferably not at all, because no one benefits from that. Unless it's been, hideous and they've got out knives and stabbed them or something at the end of the night. Okay, Shelley said, gosh, we have got a few questions to go. Paul was right, we are waffling. Shelley loves the photo wall that I have. I've got this magnetic photo wall. She said, are they just blue tacked or a more professional method? They used to be blue tacked many years ago when I first started doing it. And then I met this guy who came up with this fantastic little system to put magnets on the back, and then you paint your wall with metallic paint.
I was wondering.
So they sit flat. Yeah, because you're right, because when you've got blue tack, especially in the hot weather, they all kind of peel off at the corners. So I don't know if you can buy the metallic paint in Australia anymore, but I'm sure if you were desperate, somehow you could get hold of it from the States or something. And I don't know, look, this invention for this magnet thing should have been out and about because it was so good, but I don't think he's ever done anything with it. I know, so when I run out, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think I've got about 1,000 left, and I haven't printed pictures out for so long. But it's great. Everybody loves the photo wall. They do. Jen said, how freaky. As I was driving home from taking some pictures, I was thinking about when we told us, about how I used to get 2-for-1s. When you got your pictures developed. In Australia, you used to get 2-for-1s and you'd give one copy to your friends and everything. I miss those days, and that's what used to go up on my wall. So I know, it's sad, in fact, that we don't print out really.
Yeah, I still print them occasionally.
Yeah, you do,
I've printed a few lately.
Alex is far more organised, aren't you?
I've got all these empty frames in my room and I was like, I better fill them.
That's true. You do have to fill those frames.
Yes.
I like a frame.
Otherwise they're a bit sad.
I've got a few empty ones scattered around.
Something about the MTJ.
Dennis said 2 words San Francisco. Yes, I'll be there soon, so hopefully we'll be able to catch up. We went to Chin Chin last night, which is where we took you, so yes. Meg said, I've been asked to give a 15-minute PowerPoint presentation next month at a conference in Melbourne. Well, there you go. Where the theme of the conference is keys to success, so I'm trying to get photos for that at the moment. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
What would you do for that?
Keys to... I really don't know. I'd probably take a photo of a key.
To begin.
Yes.
I want to see your presentation. You'll have to put it on Facebook so we can have a look, because I would like to see what you do, because you could do so much.
Better than mine.
Yeah, a good PowerPoint presentation is good, but you have to have the words to go with it. You have to keep your audience engaged.
Yes.
Which maybe we haven't done today by waffling on, but
it's more of a conversation than a video.
Exactly. Queenie says, photos, videos, journals, Instagram, blogging, I love it all. My favourite part of it is reading, looking back at them. I agree. We've got these old books and, I used to keep photo journals every day for 20 years and we love getting those books out.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking through Zoe's photo album.
That little photo album that was on the table.
Yeah. And she doesn't know that, but I know now.
It's
Found
cute.
all the baby photos. Yeah,
They're cute, weren't they?
Yes, they were very cute.
Yeah, so it is nice. So do you know what I'd do if I had a baby right now? Which I'm not going to do, everybody. But if I had a baby, here's what I'm telling my friends to do. Start a Facebook page for the baby secretly, like not on public display, like totally private settings, like no one else can get to it but you, and add the pictures in so that baby's got a timeline. And how easy will it be to make 21st birthday pictures? Like, I wish I had that.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
I told my friend Sarah to do that.
Will she do it?
I don't know. She liked the idea at the time. I have got one girl in the States who does it. I won't say her name because, she may be keeping it private and not wanting anyone to know. But I think it's a great idea.
Well, yeah, Mum thinks we need a Facebook page for our new dog. So...
Are you going to do it?
She wants to. She wants the world to know what he does. And,
How are people going to find him? How are they going to know who this dog is?
People want their dogs to add our dog. And
really?
There's heaps of Facebook pages for people's dogs.
Is that right?
I think it's just a sign my mum has too much time. Or her friends who suggested it.
She might want a new hobby. It is fun. Look, Facebook's fun. When people say they've got too much time on their hands, it doesn't take that long. You can go on it for 5... You can go on it for 5 hours easily sometimes. Well, not 5 hours. But you can stuff around and waste a lot of time on it. But by the same token, you can also have some incredible friendships.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what half the girls I went to school with are doing right now.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a conversation with them since we left.
Yeah.
But I know what they're doing because I've seen their Facebook pages. I know when they've moved out.
Yeah. And you might not need to catch up all the time. I think the sign of a good friendship is that you can pick up and leave off, whenever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
So a couple of friends of mine, Tracy and Gary, they all caught up with each other in New York, and they're people that we all met through Facebook, and they've all had a special night home. Anyway, Paul's coming home with his parents, and they're going to wonder what I'm doing if I stay on the film. So I'm going to sign off right now. Thank you for watching, and leave me your comments. I'd like to know what you do with your photos and your videos and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
So this is the latest member of our family, Alex. Bye, everyone. There's the Hawthorn girls. We've just driven past these boys. It's a little bit out of focus. I don't know why, but anyway.
Come closer.
These guys are standing in the street. The team's won. Woo! Yay! Go Swans! Hey, that's where you'll find it.
Oh, wow.
Did you make your shirt?
Absolutely.
Here's Paul's parents with some lemons from their tree. Look how enormous they are.
My younger sister and my younger brother.
That's Paul's mum, Paul, and Paul's dad.
So Lauren and Pete have been feeding their lemons, I don't know what.
They're
but notice
enormous.
the size of them. The tree is full of them.
We can make some good margaritas with those, I think.
I was thinking more a lemon curd pie.
Oh, really?
What about a lemon sponge?
Yeah, would it be good?
Megan thinks margaritas.
You better cut into it, but
How are you,
you never
Alex?
know. That's
Paul loves driving past his new office. Here it is. He loves seeing our name up there. Woohoo! It's all blurry in there because you're driving so fast. Can we see the office there? Look. Did I put the Castor and Gilbert. Woohoo! Does that make you happy?
no, they do get caught. They do get raw.
I'll take a bit of a lesson
Just
here
where
with
they
lemon
come
trees,
out of
but
the
Lorne
soil.
wanted
But they
to
get
know.
something
Lorne wanted
surface.
to know what the statues were at the end of the tennis court there, and I said, no, they're not statues. They're boxing bobs. Come down and I'll show you what you do with them, Sharon. Yeah, what is the name of the lemon thing? There is.
I will take you down because Paul's never going to get down there.
There is.
This is how this is what I do the boxing on.
You put white oil.
White oil. That's what you.
Okay, so here's my boxing bob. So that's what I box on.
See all the azaleas, all the Alba mags are
See?
coming out now.
And there's one, he's got a coat on, and he does not have a coat.
Oh, gee.
What was that, Paul?
Well, we're Harry of the Wild with the green thumb today, aren't we, Sharon?
Yes, go on. You want us to show?
Look at the wisteria.
We love this. We only get
look at-
this at a certain time of the year at the back of the
Look at the
house.
size of that.
beautiful.
They're like
gorgeous.
great big bunches of purple grapes, and all the new growth. All the tillias are going to come out, and the gardenias, and all the box. Our lemons aren't quite as big as Lorne and Pete's. Look
Yeah,
at
there's our lemon tree over there. I'll zoom in. But it is nice. I do get a few lemons off
Oh,
that.
what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7,
we've got
8,
a
9,
few.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 lemons maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
nice.
it'll actually, the new growth will come and it'll flower and it'll be good. And look at all the azaleas down the length.
Yeah,
at the
it's
back
beautiful.
Here, all coming out.
I'm going
in
to show
white.
them the gym.
Oh.
I'll show you my little gym room where I train because you haven't seen that before. It's a bit of a tour, isn't it? I won't do the entire house, but here's my. I'll put some lights on. So that's the treadmill. Got a couple of bikes and a cross trainer. So I painted it yellow because I think it's pretty. There's me in the thingo. So that's the gym. Bye everyone, have a happy week and get on your treadmills and think about January 1st because I'm going to make you all join me in the mile. Ciao!
Thank you.